Hello, welcome to the garden gym. Today I'm going to try out one of these things, which is a belt with resistance bands on it that attach to your feet and attach to your hands, and that you can shadow box with them, and it gives you some resistance in your training. It supposedly makes your punches stronger and gives you a good workout. So we're going to try that on. Just put this on and see how we go. So the first thing I would say about this is you're going to want to do a few rounds in it because it takes quite a while to put on. Maybe I'll get quicker as I practice doing it and can get it on a little bit faster. But yeah, it's a little bit strange. Also, these aren't adjustable, so they feel quite tight. Right, so finally figured it out. I'm going to try some shadow boxing first of all and see how that works. Okay, so I've done 3 or 4 1-minute rounds with this at the moment, and yeah, it's okay on the hands, but it's strange on the kicks. It's a bit strange. I'm going to try some blitzing and that on the bag, see if it works that way. Wind's causing a bit of havoc with the cameras today, I'm afraid. So I think it's a good cardio workout. I think it gives you that resistance when you're firing. If you do minute rounds or even 2-minute rounds, if you can get to that, it's good for your fitness, good for your overall movement and your mobility and that. I'm not so sure it would be good for your technique, in the sense where you're not going to be snapping, because it's like you're slugging things out. You're trying to force them out too much, and sometimes that will make you gross in your movements, swinging in the punches, swinging the kicks rather than snapping them. So I mean, if you did this as on its own, you'd probably you'd be fit and you'd probably be punching strong, but you probably wouldn't have such good technique. But if you couple this with your normal training, yeah, a few rounds of this a week seems alright. It's just the effort in putting it on. I'm not sure I've got it on right anyway. I think I'm all twisted all over the place here. But I'll learn how to do it as we go along. I'll give it a try over the next few weeks and see how it works. I'm going to try without now on the bag, see how that feels, see if it's made any difference. Okay, so I did a few rounds of shadow boxing to start with, which was all very good. Felt a bit strange, a bit clumsy like trying to punch with those things on and that, and started to hurt my hip after a while because of the tension in the leg all the time. But it was a good cardio workout, and it's a good way of building strength into your arms and your punches. Then I tried it on Buddy here, using back fists and reverse punches and things like that, and it was good for that as well. Good for giving you fitness, good for giving you strength. It doesn't substitute for you practicing your techniques, because I think sometimes the same as using weights when you're using techniques is you'll sometimes build up gross heavy movements in them. So instead of like snapping your punch out, you'll swing it too much out, which is okay for developing a certain type of power, but it's not necessarily good for building snappy, sharp techniques. So you still can't do without working the detail on your techniques, working on snap, working on tidying your techniques up. This won't do that, I don't think. It will make your techniques faster, make your body physically stronger and probably fitter, but it's not necessarily going to make you more efficient. I would say it fitting quite well with bag work, focus pad work, a few rounds on the bands, similar to what you do with bands on the wall, kind of thing. So you'd use it in that way. Although what the good thing about this is it's manoeuvrable, so you're not stuck to a wall just throwing punches. You can move around and you can throw your kicks as well, which is good. I found it strange with the kicks because the way you actually have to fight against the weight, it is like kicking with weights, and so you're not snapping the kicks necessarily, you're swinging them a little bit, and so that takes it away a little bit. Also, it kind of weakened my leg when I went to kick. It wouldn't go up so high, but that's probably because it's worked it a lot harder. Yeah. So yeah, I think they're a good tool, and I think I'll use them. Probably try and use them during the week at some point. Get out there, do a few rounds with it. It's good, especially if you haven't got a punch bag, I suppose. I think the pros are that it gives you a good cardio workout and it gives you a good strength workout. It's manoeuvrable, so you can use it anywhere. You can use it indoors and outdoors, and it will give you that. It's a kind of a substitute for punching and kicking with weights, which makes it easier. The cons on it, I would say, it's a bit clumsy to get on and off all the time. Well, getting off's easy enough, but putting it on sometimes, it's a bit of a palaver. You can't just go and do one round with it. You're going to need to do 3 or 4 rounds or a good old workout with it at least. You know, make it worth your while putting the thing on. And it's not a substitute for getting good techniques. It's one of those things that are like press-ups, like running, like any of these disciplines. It's just a part of it. But it'd be great to use it as a part of that in future. I certainly will. So anyway, thanks for joining me at the Garden Gym. I'll see you next time. Bye.